Hi, this is Sasi from FireLine News sharing with you what's happening around the world. Saudi Arabia has hosted an international meeting to revive the two-state solution, a plan to establish an independent Palestinian state alongside Israel. The talks, co-chaired by the European Union and Norway, aimed to outline a roadmap for peace with East Jerusalem as Palestine's capital. Saudi officials emphasized that lasting regional peace depends on Palestinian statehood, while Israel continues to oppose the proposal over security and territorial concerns. The meeting comes as a fragile ceasefire holds between Israel and militant groups, with regional powers urging diplomacy to prevent renewed conflict. The Kurdistan Workers' Party or PKK has begun withdrawing its fighters from Turkey, marking the end of the first phase of the government's peace process. The PKK began its armed campaign in 1984, initially seeking an independent Kurdish state before shifting to demands for greater rights and equality for Kurds. The four-decade conflict has killed around 50,000 people. The latest withdrawal, supported by President Erdogan's government, is seen as a major step toward ending the long-running war. In Sudan, the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces have seized El Fasher, the army's last stronghold in Darfur, after the military retreated to avoid further civilian deaths. The takeover marks a major victory for the RSF in the two-year power struggle that began in 2023. The United Nations warned of mass killings and starvation as around 260,000 people, nearly half of them were children, remain trapped without food or medical care. So far, the conflict has killed over 40,000 people and displaced more than 14 million, turning Sudan into one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. US envoy Morgan Ortagus has arrived in Lebanon to help ease growing tensions with Israel. Israel has stepped up airstrikes in southern Lebanon, killing more than a dozen people, mostly Hezbollah members. The attacks have raised fears that last year's ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah could collapse. Ortagus is meeting Lebanese officials to discuss removing Hezbollah weapons and preventing another war in the region. India's Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan visited Seychelles to attend the swearing-in ceremony of President Patrick Hermanning and to strengthen India-Seychelles relations. During the visit, both nations discussed expanding cooperation in health, education, and maritime security, reaffirming their long-standing partnership. Officials said such visits highlights India's growing influence in the Indian Ocean region and its efforts to deepen regional partnership, vital for geopolitical and trade interests. Russian President Vladimir Putin says relationship with North Korea are developing smoothly. Reports suggest that North Korea has sent over 10,000 troops and missiles to support Russia's war in Ukraine. Both countries continue to strengthen their partnership despite Western trade and financial restrictions imposed over the military actions. Saudi Arabia has granted citizenship to Uber co-founder Travis Kalanick and Red Sea Global CEO John Pagano. Both recently converted to Muslim and now hold dual citizenship. The move highlights Saudi Arabia's push to attract global talent to boost innovation and investment into the kingdom. Chinese Premier Li Qiang has criticized the rise of global tariffs, warning they could harm Asia's economic growth. Speaking at the ASEAN summit, he urged nations to protect free trade and strengthen regional cooperation, indirectly referring to US trade policies. His remarks come as the US and China hold talks to prevent a new trade war. Tensions have grown after plans for 100% tariffs on Chinese imports were announced, but both sides are now working toward a possible deal before the November 1 deadline. Analysts say the situation highlights ongoing strain between the two powers, with the US and China often clashing in public while quietly trying to stabilize their economic relationship. Turkey and the United Kingdom have signed a landmark €8 billion defense deal for 20 Eurofighter Typhoon jets. The agreement was finalized in Turkey's capital Ankara during UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer's visit. Officials say it marks one of Britain's largest fighter jet exports in decades and aims to strengthen NATO's defense cooperation and boost UK-Turkey ties. Hong Kong International Airport has reopened its Norway runway a week after a Boeing 747 cargo plane crashed during landing, killing 2 airport security staff. Officials say the wreckage has been recovered and operations are back to normal. An investigation involving US, Turkish, and Boeing experts is underway to find the cause of the crash. A 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck western Turkey's Balıkesir province on Monday morning, damaging several buildings and injuring at least 22 people. Tremors were felt across western parts of Turkey, causing panic among residents. Some weakened buildings collapsed, but no deaths have been reported so far. That's all for now. This is Sasi signing off from FireLine News. Stay tuned for more updates.